Hi and welcome to a new episode, and today a topic I've been thinking about for a long time and that was on my mind for 3 days during my latest hike. What is the best choice for you as a hiker? Is it to use boots or is it better to use trail runners? Well, that is today's topic and I'm going to give you my thoughts and my best recommendations to you as a hiker in this, I would say, a bit difficult choice, so stay tuned. If you are new to this channel is all about hiking, gear reviews, tips and tricks and backpacking thoughts. And if that is something you like, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications. This is a very interesting topic, I believe, and something that's been on my mind for a long time, and especially during my latest hike. I met only 3 people, but all of them were using boots, despite the trail being nice, dry and pretty easy walking and well maintained. What I have noticed is that it tends to be like 2 groups of people or 2 groups of hikers, one in favor of boots and the other one in favor of trail runners. I'm not saying that either of those 2 groups are wrong.
No.
There are of course room for both of these 2 footwear when it comes to hiking, and it all depends on when and where you're hiking. Boots is nice, warm, sturdy and often waterproof or at least highly water resistant, and gives you that protection and support for your ankles and has often a really long lifetime. Therefore, boots is the more obvious choice when it comes to winter hiking and colder conditions, but also if you spend a lot of time off trail where the ground is more unpredictable, to support those ankles and to prevent injuries. Boots could also be a good choice if you're carrying heavier loads or if you're like a big person. I have a friend who wanted to convert to trail runners but went back to boots just because the trail runners couldn't give him the support and cushioning he needed. Sure, he is not that big and I would say with a normal backpack, but it ends up being a lot of weight in the end, and even if you try trail runners with thicker soles like the Timp 3s and the Hokas, it didn't help. So he's using boots for that reason. The main downside of using boots, I would say, is the weight. They are heavy, like
super heavy.
And do remember that 1 kilo on your foot is like 5 kilos on your back. Now that is actually a quote from the first successful climb of Mount Everest back in 1953, if I'm right. If I'm not right, please leave a comment and correct me and give me the right answer for that one.
Okay.
Other downsides if you choose to use boots is that they are warm, and especially during summertime you will sweat a lot. Then also if they get wet, they will stay wet for a very long time, especially if you're using a Gore-Tex liner. Last but not least, you need a pair of extra shoes for the water crossings, because you can't do that with the boots on. Well, of course you can, but I wouldn't recommend it. Trail runners are comfy and has a good cushioning and is ready to use out of the box and doesn't require any break-in period. They are also very lightweight, has a good grip and dries very fast. If you are a hiker like me, who mainly do 3-season hiking and most of the time spend your time on the trail and with a lightweight backpack, or at least a normal sized backpack that are not too heavy, well then, trail runners is like the ultimate and most comfortable choice for sure, and especially without Gore-Tex. Gore-Tex and trail runners, well, to keep it short and not to go into details, my experience is that Gore-Tex and trail runners are not a good combination. You will get wet sooner or later, and when you do, it's going to take like forever to dry, and the water that gets into your shoe is not going to be drained because of the Gore-Tex. So you're going to walk around with your shoes filled with water, and that
is not nice.
So instead, choose trail runners without Gore-Tex that has a good breathability and that drains and dries fast. With trail runners you can just keep on hiking and no need to take them off if there's a water crossing, and there's no need to carry shoes for water crossings or any camp shoes. Yep, the main downside is that you will get wet, and yep, some days you will be like wet all the time because of the rain and the water crossings, but I haven't experienced any problems with that yet. The short answer, if you ask me, if to go for boots or trail runners, is go for boots if you're doing winter hiking or in colder conditions, or if you're hiking off trail. Otherwise, I believe that trail runners is the better choice. Like I said, boots can also be a good choice if you are a bigger guy or carrying heavier loads, but other than that, I believe not. So I would recommend you to think twice what to choose and ask yourself the big question, why? Trail runners or boots? The choice is up to you. Myself, I prefer trail runners and I love my Ultra Timp 3s, and I believe Ultra make great shoes for hiking. And no, they don't pay me or anything. That is just my honest opinion. If you have a chance to try them out in a store or borrow them from a friend or just to go straight ahead and buy them, please do. I think you will not be disappointed. Now, that was the topic for today, boots or trail runners, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And if you have anything to add regarding this choice, if you think I'm right or maybe if you think I'm wrong, please just add a comment and tell us all about it. But for now, this is it, and if you liked today's episode, take a look at these 2 recommendations on my other videos. Also do hit like, subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any future content. I hope also to see you again next week, but for now, safe hiking and bye bye.